Hello, hello. Hello, online world. Let me go live on Instagram as well. There we are. Okay, I'm live on so many different platforms, and I want to talk about where is the banner here? I want to talk about something really, really, really amazing that I would say 95% of people, and this is based on my mentor and his mentor, 95% of people need to learn this. And it is about, can you change your environment with mindset? And why am I talking about it? Because I got this message today on social media, and I'm going to read it because it's these kind of thinking that I love to help to change. These kind of people, which is 95 to 97% of people, that I am determined to help. So this person who just recently connected with me on Facebook, he, first of all, he sent a couple of really nice messages and saying that he likes my content. And then he sent this long message. Excuse me. I'm reading it. I watched your live stream today and thought it was great. Thank you. As someone who has just started watching your videos, I have a few observations. Firstly, speaking English allows you to reach a broader audience, which is excellent. However, I disagree with your notion that one's mindset is the sole determining factor for success. In my opinion, success is heavily dependent on one's environment and circumstances. I want to stop right here and then I will continue. This person is saying success is heavily dependent on one's environment and circumstance. So I want you to think about, and I'm not judging him. If you are that person who wrote it, if you're watching this, or if you think the same and you're watching this, there is no judgment because we've been programmed this way. Why we've been programmed, who programmed us, I don't want to get into that, but we have been programmed to think this way, that success is dependent on our environment. I want you to think about the people that you know in your life, your family, your friends, a friend of a friend, a far relative. I am sure if you take some time to think about it, really be honest with yourself, you're going to find someone that they outgrew their limiting environment, whatever that is. I am sure you're going to find someone that despite their limited environment and situation, they accomplished so much and they lived a great life. And if you don't know anyone in your environment, in your people, in your connections, let's think about Tony Robbins of the world. Let's think about Dean Graziosis of the world, who lived with his dad until the age of, I don't know, he was a teenager, in a place on the size of a washroom. And now he's this amazing guru and business owner, and he's helping so many people. Let's think about Oprahs of the world, not only poor environment, but also being raped. Let's think about Bob Proctor's of the world, my mentor. And this is exactly what he said. He said, I learned that so many things that I was told, they were not true. I was told that if you don't have high level of degrees, if you don't have a university degree, you cannot get a good job and make money. I was a high school drop-off. That's what he said. Bob Proctor, he's a high school drop-off. He said, I was told that if I don't have a business degree, I cannot have any business. I started a business when he was not even 30, in 5-6 different countries. And not only that, if you don't know Bob Proctor, please Google him. He made this amazing business, Proctor Gallagher Institute, that I am part of. I'm licensed by Bob Proctor. Not only he created a wealthy, fulfilling, amazing, happy, healthy, beautiful relationship with his wife, money, everything for himself, but also he has changed millions of lives. He has changed some of the most amazing companies in the world, insurance companies, airline companies, real estate companies, helped their sales to go 100 times more, making millions of dollars. And he passed away 3 years ago, and his legacy, his company is still going on all over the world. So think about it. If this was the case, if environment was the cause of our results and our success or lack of it, so what about these people? What about these people? What about myself? I'm from a third world country. I have an amazing life. I have accomplishments. I'm fulfilled. I'm successful. I have properties, investment properties. I drive a really great luxury car. And these, I'm not saying these to brag. I'm saying these for you to open up your mind and think about possibilities. So let me continue reading. And then he said, in my opinion, success is heavily dependent on one's environment and circumstances. While having a positive mindset is crucial, it's equally important to be aware of one's surroundings and the events that shape our world. Because I said in my live event, I said, you should stop watching news. And I still say that. And then he goes on about how important it is to be informed. If you're an entrepreneur, nope, it is not. Bob Proctor never watched news. I never watch news. We create our own environment. So I want to add something. If I sound or feel fiery about this subject, because I really care about each and every one of you, and it just really hurts me when I see people are living so in their logical mind that they cannot get out of their own prison. And it really bothers me. But I have a lot of compassion for you, for the person who wrote this. And I know so many other people think the same. So I love you. I'm compassionate about this subject, and I want to help you. So he goes on to say that I believe having a positive mindset, being knowledgeable, and staying informed are all essential for achieving success. Furthermore, I think it's essential to consider the role that geography and socioeconomic circumstances play in shaping one's opportunity and mindset. Again, I'm from a third world country. If I said, well, I'm from Iran and I better settle down and just get married and have a bunch of kids and forget about dreams and being a coach and helping other people, let me just survive, that would be my life. So I want to clarify something about mindset, actually. When I talk, and I understand this person is new to my world, but for any one of you who are new or you still don't know, when we talk about mindset, the way that I coach my clients based on Bob Proctor's coachings and so many other amazing teachers, it's not just Bob. Everyone successful understand these concepts. And so many times, so many successful people understand these concepts, but kind of like unconsciously. We call them unconscious competent. So they're competent, they're successful, but they don't know how, and therefore they cannot transfer their knowledge. Bob Proctor was someone from a poor family, really bad condition growing up, Second World War, high school drop off, always failing, never making any money, always being in debt until he was 27 something years old. And then he started to, with help of a mentor and another mentor and another mentor, changing and shifting. And then he decided to teach this to people, because he said, I was making money, I started running companies, but that was not enough for me. I wanted to know how I shifted so that I can teach it to people, because a lot of successful people are not aware of how they are using their mind. So when I talk about mind and mindset, it is not just about being positive, being happy, just laughing, being in la la land. And no, when I talk about mindset, we are talking about understanding how your mind works, because majority of people don't know how the mind works. They don't know what is the subconscious mind. They don't know what is a conscious mind. They are all mixed up and confused with the information that they get. They get so much knowledge and information, and they study and they go to university, but the results don't match what they know. This is one of the lessons we teach, by the way, knowing, doing gap. And that's why there is so much frustration in the world, because we do not understand why we are getting the results we are getting. What is the subconscious programming? And we do not understand that your whole world is a reflection of your inside world. So mindset means understanding how the mind functions. And that's what I teach in 6 months. It takes 6 months. I don't expect you to understand everything in this video or any other my 10 minutes, 15 minutes contents. That's why it takes 6 months to understand how the mind works and how to change your results, regardless of your environment. So if the environment, as what this person is saying, heavily determines our success, then why are we even talking about mindset? If the environment is good, we're going to be successful. If the environment is poor, we're going to become poor. So why even talk about mindset if that's the case? He says, for someone born into a poor family in a developing country, it can be incredibly challenging to adapt a positive mindset and achieve success, regardless of how hard they try. And that's exactly the example of Tony Robbins, Oprah, Bob Proctor, many of my clients, myself, and hundreds of thousands of other people. But I understand it is hard. Of course, it is hard. If it was easy, everyone else would be doing it, and we will all be millionaires and billionaires, and there would be so much prosperity in this world, which is absolutely possible. Where does money come from anyways? Everything is energy. Where is the source of money? Are we limited to have more money on this planet Earth? Nikola Tesla said, if you really want to understand this world, you have to think in terms of energy, vibration, and frequency. Your thoughts are powerful frequency and vibration. Whatever you think about, you create more of that. That's why I say stop watching news. Just because it is the reality doesn't mean you have to think about it. And if you want to think about it, that's fine, but just know that you're going to create more of that. And there's more in this message, but I just want each and every one of us to understand that what I teach, what Bob taught for 60 something years of his life, he dedicated his whole life. Bob Proctor, Sandy Gallagher is still doing that. A lot of other people, a lot of other coaches. I am going to be doing this for the rest of my life in one shape or form or another, because this is what is lacking on this planet. Understanding that we are co-creators. We came to this world to co-create with God, not be controlled by our 5 senses. So if you let the environment control you, you're not using any of your higher higher faculties that you have in your mind. I'm going to teach those during the event next week. I'm really excited for next week. It's going to be one of the most amazing events that I've ever had. I know that for sure, because as I grow more, as I learn more, as I teach more, as I attract more clients, my level of consciousness and awareness just keeps going up. And there is so much more that I want to deliver. And I'm very excited for next week. And I have put the link to Design Your Dream Life somewhere around this post, especially for this person that I was reading the note. Join this event. You're going to learn that you have the ultimate power to design your life regardless of your environment and situation and circumstances. I've done it. Many people have done it. You can do it too. I'm excited to see each and every one of you. If you don't have the link, or if you registered but didn't receive the Zoom links by email, please let me know. I don't want you to miss this live event. I don't know when will be the next one, and this one is free. Have an amazing, beautiful day. Stay blessed. Love you guys. Bye now.